Hello, dog lovers. How you doing? I hope everything is going well and you're feeling great and your dogs are doing well as well. Uh, there we go. That's the alarm sound of dogs saying they're excited to get the show started. So I have a doggy daycare, so that's why you're going to hear some dogs maybe barking on the background, which is cool. I love that. It tells that we are dog people and we're talking about dogs and we have all things to do with dogs. Hopefully, you're doing well. My name is Saro. I'm a dog trainer, also coach dog owners. And in this live video session, I'm going to answer your dog related questions. We're going to talk about dogs. And if you have any question that you really need to have an answer, feel free to support the channel by using the super chat option and use that option. And that way your question is going to definitely be answered. And also you're supporting the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, feel free also to become a member of the channel. You can you can join the membership of the channel as well, and you get a lot of benefits in there. You can learn all about it in the membership tab of my YouTube channel. Plus, today I'm giving away a free copy of my digital book. Let me see if I can share it with you. There it is. Yes. A digital copy of my book, Two Simple Changes. Throughout the show, if you're active in the chat area and you're going back and forth and talking and supporting the channel and getting involved with the community and helping others and asking questions and all that, throughout the show, I will select one lucky viewer of the channel, and while you're in the chat line, and I'll select you. I may select you, so keep an eye on, stay tuned, and be active in the chat area. And you never know, I may select you and you will win a digital copy of my book for free, which is called Two Simple Changes that you can make today to improve your dog's behavior tomorrow. It's a short read, but it gives you two important tips that you can use today and start making those changes today so you can have a good dog tomorrow. So, and before I get started on the questionnaire and interact with you guys, I wanted to make sure that everybody's in and you can hear me and you can see me. If you can see and hear me, give me a thumbs up as well. Let me just check everything is going well. All right, so I can see that everything is going well and the sound is good. And I'm going to make sure that everything is working well. And before I get started again, let me give you a couple of updates and information as well. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Like and share this video and also the channel with other dog lovers, so we can have better impact and more impact on dog community, dog lovers like you, so we can improve lives of every dog and also every dog lover in the world. So make sure to definitely subscribe, give it a like button, hit the like button, and also share the video and the channel. The other thing is this weekend on Sunday, I will be releasing a video which is called A Day in a Life. Many people are doing that, a day in a life. I'm doing that too. I've done a day in life, a day in a life. I recorded a day of my life that I spent at the daycare and training and this and that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you will enjoy it. It will be on Sunday, and make sure to watch the video and give me some feedback if you like content like that as well. I may do more often if I see that you are interested in content like that. And next 2 weeks are going to be very interesting and also exciting, because I'm going to be I've started the sessions of interviewing a couple of interesting people that you will find also informative and uh, interesting for you to watch. These are people who are professional in dog training and dog diet and nutrition, and you're going to learn a lot from them and you're going to benefit from them. I have started this concept of inviting other dog trainers to come to my channel and talk about dog training and dogs in general, because I think it's a good idea to, you know, make the impact bigger towards dogs and dog lovers like you, with working with another rather than staying away from other dog trainers. I think, in dog training world, we need to be more grouped together and work together and improve the dog community, because we're all in the same page. We all want to help, and you're going to see a dog trainer. A few dog trainers are going to come on my channel. I have been sending some invitation. Wheels are in motion, so you're going to see a couple of few videos in the next few weeks that are going to be really exciting and amazing to watch and learn from these professionals. So you have an idea that it's not only me who's saying this and that. You're going to see that others also are saying the same thing. So keep an eye on those videos as well. What else is new? I think that's about it. Let's go through the chat line and see who's hanging out with us. The gaming spirit is here. Thank you for being here. Nevea is here. Hold on. Nivae. Sorry. Gonna try my best to pronounce names. I have a weird name myself too, so I understand. Many people, they call me Saro. It's Saro. So it's weird to call some names. I understand myself, but I'm not trying to butcher your name or anything. I'm trying my best to say as it should be. Shantana is in the house, and Jovan is in the house as well, says Hisaro. Elizabeth Crusoe is in the house. From me and my mini poodle, Timmy. Timmy and Elizabeth are in the house. Joa is asking, can we put beagles outside at night? All right. No. The short answer is no. Why is it that I say you shouldn't? Because you have a pet dog. You have a dog who's a family member. It's not just a dog. If you had a different relationship with your dog, that it was just maybe working mentality and working relationship and just do your job and that's it, I understand. Yeah, that dog is going to have a different relationship with you. So I don't say it's okay. I'm not going to say it's okay to leave a dog outside anyways, unless it's nice and protected and dry and cozy and warm and has roof and all that, if you're going to leave the dog outside. But in general, 99.9% of my viewers and people, they have a dog because they have a family member. They consider their dogs as a family member. What is family member? It's like your son, your brother, your mom, your sister, and then your dog. Your dog is as valued as those members. So if you value those members as much as you do your dog, or vice versa, then your dog should get the same treatment and freedom, or uh, values that the others get. If you care about your dog, if you love your dog, your dog should be staying at home, inside the house, in a warm place, has its own bed, has its own area, has its own toys and things that it needs. So if you're considering your dog as a family member, you shouldn't let your dog stay outside. It's not okay to leave a dog outside. It's just, you know as a human being, it's not humane to leave a dog outside too. Dogs are um, dogs have been bred and designed by humans for humans, so they need us. They need us for us to provide for them. If you have a tiger, if you have a monkey, if you have a wild animal, leave it outside. Let it be outside. Don't even bring them in the urban environment. In a way, I don't like, for example, zoos and things like that, because it's not natural for them to be in an environment that is urban setting. Dogs, on the other hand, they are designed and bred to be living with humans, for humans, by humans. So humans should be providing complete care for a dog. Does it make sense? I hope it does. All right. We also have Thiago. I'm pretty sure it's Thiago, right? It says hello. Thank you for being here. We have Hemant. I'm pretty sure it's Hemant. Okay. Thank you for being here, Hemant. This is an easy name. Samantha Lopez is in the house. Thank you for being here. And Elizabeth Crusoe has a question. Having a tea. So my throat gets dry when I talk a lot. I talk a lot, which is a good thing. You benefit from that. So I need a warm tea to loosen up my talking equipment. Elizabeth Curso is asking, my mini poodle Timmy walks quiet well on the leash, but he barks and lunges at any passing dogs. What should I do? I know he's desperate to play. That was the follow-up. Okay, so let's answer this question. And I'm sure Elizabeth, you're not the only one. There are many, many other dog owners and dogs who are dealing with the same issue. I think the reason that happens is because they're excited. We were talking with somebody, I'm not going to mention, but excitement is the reason that it causes this behavior to happen. When you have a dog who's excited and is wants to celebrate, and I'm sure he wants to play and go and have a fun and good time, but I want you to put yourself in your dog's place. So let's say there's a party going on and you are invited. Now there are two kinds of people. Those people who go in and say, oh yes, party on, they make a lot of noise and they make a lot of gestures, and they dress differently, and they go in there, everybody looks at them, that person, and says, whoa, who's this weirdo, right? Whereas the other type of people who walk in the same party, but they're content and quieter and more, uh, I would say, yeah, they're more decent. They come in, nobody gets no bothered. Nobody notices those people. It's not that they're not having fun. It's just they're having fun in different way. But those who come in and are noisy and make a lot of noise and they're too excited and too hyper, what happens is people say this person is kind of weirdo, even though it's a party, but that kind of it's a weirdo. I'm not going to hang out with that person. I'd rather hang out with somebody who's a little bit less wanting attention or less noisy and things like that, even though we are in the party. So your dog is the same thing. Same thing happens. Even though it wants to play, it's making a lot of noise and everything like that, right? So what you want to do is you want to teach your dog that if you want to party, you have to be quiet. You have to be calm. Teach your dog excitement. If you see that your dog is getting excited when it sees another dogs and is too hyper to attend that those dogs and get involved with those, I'd rather not you allowing that to happen, because if you do that, then your dog learns, you're training your dog that if I get excited, I will be rewarded by dogs and playtime with dogs. So next time I'm going to do the same thing. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want your dog to learn that. What you want to do is teach your dog two commands: sit and stay. Sit and stays are, I think, easiest commands that you can teach a dog, and they're saviors. They're tools that you can use in these situations. For example, situations like that, right? If your dog sees other dogs, and wants to go and play with them, you say no. You gotta sit. Is excited. You gotta sit, right? Let me grab my dog. So here's this dog sees another dogs, right? Gets excited and all happy and all that. I'll say no, you gotta calm down, right? So sit, stay. If you calm, we're gonna approach those dogs. Okay, and if it approaches those dogs calmly, then they can do whatever they want. They can play. But if it is calm and approaches and all of a sudden gets excited, nope, no, come back, calm down, relax, calmly attend those dogs. If it calmly goes, I reward that and let him play. So it's better to invest time and repetition on a calmness for, let's say, next 10 days, 2 weeks, rather than I'd rather you practice on that and your dog doesn't have a playtime with other dogs than being excited and jumping and being excited to attend those dogs. Okay, so make sure that your dog is calm for the next 2 weeks. Practice on that. The first few days are going to be the hardest days, but focus on those and then approach the dogs. For the next 2 weeks, your task is to practice on calmness. And if your dog doesn't get to play, don't worry. Doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. It's not gonna make your dog hate you. It's not gonna make your dog behave worse. It's actually gonna help you to have a well-behaved dog. So practice on that. Again, if you want to learn basic obedience and all that, sit and stay. I have online courses that you can take right now. At the moment, I'm building a new course. It's called Basic Obedience Commands. Just to remind you and let you know, I have a new course that I'm building with Annie, my beagle, new puppy. It's a basic obedience commands. We just go through basic obedience commands, right? But if you want to learn the system and everything that has to do with dog training, the concept of dog training without the use of treats or food, leash walking, basic obedience, all the basic obedience commands, dog psychology, everything else, then you want to go with this course, which is dog training without treats or food. Okay, that is complete course of everything that you need to know and all that you want to learn from me and expand your knowledge about dogs. That's the course you want to take. But if you just want to teach your dog who's 6 or 8 months and older, and you haven't taken my puppy training course, if you want to take if you have a puppy 6 to 8 months younger, take the puppy training 101 and then take basic obedience commands. But if you haven't taken my puppy training, you can't be taking my basic obedience command. These two go together. So you have to take this first and then take basic obedience. So there are a few options on my online courses that you can take and learn. So, just visit sarodogtraining.com and the courses are there. So those will be the solutions. Okay. Let's go to the next question, which is from Emra. Emra, thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. When is the best time to neuter the beagle? Okay, neutering. Neutering and spaying dogs. In general, latest studies and latest research has shown that the best thing to do is not to neuter or spay a dog. And I know many countries, many provinces, many cities, they have different bylaws, where some bylaws, some cities, they enforce that you have to neuter your dog or spay your dog. And I understand you have to follow the bylaws. But if you have the ability not to spay or neuter your dog, is good to do that for health reason. The reason I suggest that not to do it is because the studies have shown that dogs need those organs to prevent health issues to develop in future. So they need those organs. There's a reason why those organs are in their body. God didn't create these bodies, everything that we have for no reason. Didn't put things in the wrong place. It put everything for a purpose. There's a purpose for everything. And if you remove that organ or whatever it is, there are possibilities, a high level of possibilities that something is going to go wrong. So they need those organs. Now, I've promised you guys that I'm going to do a updated version of this topic. I'm just going to start working on it next week for sure, and I'm going to release it soon. And there is another procedure that you can ask your vet if it's possible to do. I can't remember it again, the name of it. But there's a special procedure that you can do which leaves the organs there and doesn't remove, but it disconnects something. I can't remember what it's called. It's not vasectomy or anything like that. It's something else. I will do a video about it. I promise. But so we don't want to do it overall. Health-wise, it's not good to spay or neuter dogs. That's number one. Number two, the second option is the latest as possible. Spay and neuter your dog as late as possible. So for sure, a year and older, or even 18 months and older, or in females, as soon as they have their heat, they go in heat. But in males, usually it's better to do as late as possible, 18 months and older. Now, the other problem would be if you haven't neutered your beagle and it's bothering it behavioral wise, like it's bothering it's becoming an issue because your beagle is either over humping other dogs or is too active hormonal wise. They're very active and it's just bothering him and is not being able to focus and it's stressed and it's not relaxed. then yes, I suggest to neuter. But those are the things. I will I will definitely do a video about this topic. But Emra, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna mark here to make a video about it next week for sure. All right. Next question from Hemant is asking, "Hi Sarah, I'm having a Labrador pup which is 4 months old. He has started to bite really very hard. Tell me what to do to stop his mouthing. I tried all your techniques told in videos." All right. So I'm guessing you have done everything that I've suggested. So I'll list again what those are. You may have missed some of those. One is when you have a 4 months puppy, they are going to be biting, and because they're teething up to about 6 to 8 months, depends on each breed. But Labradors are, I would say, yes, they will go up to 8 months. They will do that. So it's natural and it's normal, and all you have to do is just manage it and control it. It's not something that you can get rid of. It's a behavior that is natural, and it should happen in puppies, in dogs, right? Because if they don't bite, that means there's something wrong with them, right? Why? Because biting and nipping and chewing, these are natural, normal behaviors of dog that they would do in nature. If your dog was in nature and living there with its parents and siblings, you would do it on their own siblings and family members. They will bite each other, they will nip each other, they will chew on things, chew on trees and things like that. So this is not normal, because first of all, it's a natural behavior, because they have this tendency to practice fighting, biting, hunting and all that. So it's a natural activity that they should do, and you have to offer and give that ability for the puppy to do it and practice it, right? Because if you don't, then it becomes a pent up behavior, that it will become something more uh, aggressive, and even maybe even dangerous, if you don't allow that to be practiced at this age. So it's important to understand that and provide that, and make sure that you're providing bones. Raw bones are your saviors. Not many dog owners do this. Go get raw bones from your butcher or pet stores and give raw bones to your dog, and redirect that biting to raw bones. The other solution is uh, provide other puppies or dogs who are well behaved and good natured and well socialized with puppies, and let them play together so they practice biting on each other rather than practicing on you. The third solution that I have is, as soon as you see your puppy is biting you and is just too focused on biting, put the leash on, take it for a walk, or start playing with your dog. Do fetch game, tug of war, something like that. Redirect the focus. Your dog, think of it this way: when you get an itch on your body, and if you don't itch it, it just bothers you, right? As soon as you scratch it, boom, gone, relaxed, right? So they get that, imagine the itching sensation for a long time in their mouth, in their gums, and they have to somehow release and just scratching it doesn't help. It goes for a while. The sensation stays for a while. So make sure that you give that opportunity for your puppy to have something to chew on, which is like bones, raw bones, or a puppy or another dog to play with. So redirect, so it can not only relieve that sensation, but distract and refocus its mind to something else. We have a question from Neil Mehta. My puppy today went to the vet. He got so scared his heart started beating real fast. He does not do anything out of my house. He just forgets the training. um, well, did I?
What was the last question you asked?
The Hemant Nahar Labrador pup, which is 4 months old.
Oh, okay then.
No, I'm in good. I'm in good uh, point. So Neil, it's normal for a puppy to get scared of new things and things that are happening for the first time. Especially a vet is very scary. Vet. Imagine. Um, Hospitals are not a fun place to be. Right? Nobody wants to go to a hospital emergency room. Right? It's not the best place to be because a lot of negative energy is in there. A lot of smells that relate to negative experiences. There are lots of things that are happening, and the vet themselves are usually scary. uh, and it depends. If the dog is not able uh, to tolerate uh, things like that, then you need to work on the training. Training in this case comes handy because it improves it brings up the confidence level. The If you see things like that, those are signals to you that tells you about your dog. It tells you that, okay, then I have to work a little bit more and harder with my puppy because I need to bring its confidence level up. So again, that's why training is important, and you should take advantage of my online courses and just go pick one and start training your puppy. Many of you guys who have especially puppies, you have to train your puppy, and you have to start with this course, online puppy training 101 course. I can't emphasize enough why it is important. This is a course, especially if you have a puppy, um, it gives you a lot of information that you need. Many dog owners, especially new dog owners and many puppy owners, it's like they are sitting in a wheel, behind the wheel in a car and blindfolded. They're driving the car blindfolded, right? That's how I feel like they are. They have a car and they want to drive it, but they're blindfolded. They have no idea what's going on, right? So this course, it removes the blindfold from your eyes and gives you a vision, a lot of content, a lot of information for you to uh, practice and learn and work with your dog. Puppy training basics. You learn puppy training basic, puppy psychology, potty training a puppy, crate training a puppy, managing all the bad habits of the puppy. Uh, what are the puppy needs? What tools and equipment you're going to need to raise this puppy? You get to learn basic or puppy obedience training, puppy level obedience training, basic puppy leash walking, right? Games that you can play with your puppy, puppy diet, and much, much more. I mean, there are so many content in here that I can't really go in depth. I have to do a separate video on the content of the course itself. But I encourage you to take advantage and you know invest time and money. It costs money to have a puppy, right? It's not for free, right? And you have to invest time and money, right? That's the reality. It cost me time and money to produce this information, and it costs time and money for you. It should cost time and money for you to receive this information. So you have to be investing in your puppy. Things don't just happen. Your puppy all of a sudden doesn't change automatically by itself on its own. You have to know what to do. You have to know how to do things, right? You have to know how to drive the car. You have to be able to see. You have to know how to drive a car. You have to know how to change a gear, how to do this and that, so you can enjoy the car and the car ride, right? So take advantage and join my puppy training course. All right. Manoj, you're asking, is house training enough for beagles? I'm not sure I understand what the question is. What do you mean house training is enough? Of course, it's needed. I'm guessing you're saying is needed. Yes, it is needed to house train a dog, a beagle. The harmonica guy is here. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. And that is a cool profile name, and I'm guessing you must have a channel as well, and probably you play harmonica, which is cool. That is great. Thank you for being here. All right. Neil is asking, my golden retriever puppy jumps to get things on the shelf. What should I do? I mean, what if he gets bigger and reaches out to take things that I don't want him to do? Yeah. This is something, again, you have to, again, invest time and money and effort to train your golden retriever not to do counter surfing, for example. Don't even let it to think about, okay, there's the food is up there and I'm gonna get in there. Don't even let your puppy to even practice that behavior. Don't even let it think about that kitchen is where I go and find things and eat things, right? So make sure that your golden retriever is starting to learn and be trained at this age that kitchen is maybe out of the question. You're not allowed in the kitchen. And again, don't feel bad to say no to your dog. Say no to this area. Say no to this room. Say no to um, this section of the house. They don't feel bad. They don't get stressed that you don't let them in the kitchen. Yeah, the first few days it's going to be uncomfortable because they used to go in the kitchen, for example, and now you're not allowing them to go in the kitchen. Is different. But in few days they say, it's okay. I'm over it. They get over it. Um, they don't think about it forever, right? So just maybe block the kitchen. That's a good idea to start investing now, plus training. You want to add some training in there too. So your golden has some basics. The foundation is there, so you can teach the foundation, the basics. So in future, when it's bigger and older and stronger and taller, then you have some control over it. So invest time and effort and money and energy now. Invest now so to get paid in future. Okay. Again, take my online course. I actually had a client, and one of my students actually. And one of my students said had this issue that their dog was puppy, but was tall puppy, and was getting into the coffee table in the house. Guests were coming and they were putting fruits and vegetables on the table, and the dog was getting into it. And I asked them, teach the dog to sit and stay, and when the guests come, just ask your dog to sit and stay instead of going and hanging around the coffee table. And they did it. They went through all the course. They learned all the basics. They learned what they're supposed to do. And they told me that, guests are coming. The past few times guests have come, and my dog just goes and lies down in the corner, doesn't care about the foods and fruits and things that are on the coffee table. That's the investment that you're making. You make your life a lot much better and healthier with your dog when you invest. Okay. And we have a, super sticker from Viking Dogmanship. Thank you very much. That is very appreciative. That is cool. That is cool to see that you're supporting the channel. Um, Super sticker. Nice. Cool. Thank you very much. That's very appreciative. Um, where was I? Okay, I think harmonica guy has a question. By the way, welcome and thank you for being here. Is it good for my 2 months beagle to keep in crate until he shouts to get out to do his business? It's it's okay, but I'd rather prevent that to happen, because what happens is if your beagle puppy, for example, if you keep your beagle puppy very long, for a long time, in a crate until it whines or cries or barks, and then you let it out, what it teaches your beagle puppy is that whenever I bark, they come and release me and let me out of the crate. So it starts training you to do things, right? To listen to your dog. It has to be the opposite. You want to be preventive, and you want to step your puppy out before it does it, before it needs to go. So the best thing to do is, for example, if you know that your puppy has to go out every 3 hours, you step it out every 2 hours and 45 minutes. So 15 minutes before it asks you, you take it out. So you're teaching your puppy that I will take you whenever, even before even you tell me when to go. In my terms, yes. Things happens in my term. You don't teach me, I teach you, right? So it's better to do it that way rather than wait until the puppy gives you the signal. But yes, in emergency cases, if your puppy is not feeling good, it has diarrhea or something, and is desperate and has to go or something, and it whines and barks and lets you know, for sure, yes, but not on regular basis. You don't want to keep that going on regular basis. Hope that makes sense. Uh, Emra is asking, my beagle becomes very excited, especially at 6 to 8 p.m. after he has his dinner. Why do I need to do, do I need to do? So if this is a very common issue, actually. I know I've come across this issue many times from many dog owners. That's because what happens during the day, you're not providing enough um, stimulation for your puppy. So your puppy is resting most of the day, and in the evening it's getting more excited, especially after they eat the fuel. It charges them, and also they start to celebrate. So that means they're not stimulated. At the end of the day, puppies should be stimulated. So, for example, my own puppy Annie, this one, let me see if I can point this one, my puppy Annie, I give a lot of stimulation throughout the day. At I would say at 7 p.m., she's already starting to chill out and mellow down, right? She's done. Now she starts lying down in her bed here and there, and around 9:30, she automatically goes in her crate and goes to sleep. She's done with the day, for the day. So I focus a lot during the day to provide that mental stimulation for my puppy. And one of those things that you need to focus on is providing your dog's daily five essential needs, which are these, right? Exercise, training, socialization, care, and affection. If you have to provide these on daily basis and in this order. Let me see if I can make it. No, I can't. You have to make it in this order, and this formula repeats 3 to 5 times a day. What I mean by that is, maybe once in the morning, this formula repeats, another time in the afternoon, and not another time in the evening. Um, there are dogs who need 5 times for this formula to repeat. So go for a walk, get some exercise, get some mental stimulation training, get some social stimulation socialization, and then care, for example, in the morning breakfast, and then affection. And then the puppy is done, gets the affection, and goes to sleep. And then at lunchtime, this repeats again. At lunchtime, 11:30, you take your puppy for a walk, do some training again, some socialization, come for lunch, affection, go for a nap, go relax, and repeats in the evening as well. So this formula has to repeat 3 to 5 times a day, depending on your dog's energy level and needs. Yes, so Neil is asking, also my puppy barks to get whatever he wants. He just thinks that if he barks, then his wish will be fulfilled. Yeah, don't let your puppy train you. That's very important. Neil, don't don't let your puppy to train you to do what you want, what you should do. You want to make sure is the other way around. So this is why you provide these 5 essential needs for your dog, so your dog doesn't demand. You understand? If you do these things for your dog before they ask you, they won't ask you anymore. They won't demand anymore. It's very important to realize this and understand and learn this. If you provide enough exercise for your puppy is not going to say, hey, I need to go for a walk. If you provide exercise, training, socialization, then care, part of the care is feeding, food, right? One of the things that we focus on the care is food. If you provide food, then your puppy is not going to bark and demand you to give its food. You have already created that formula, that routine, that is, I'm providing you exercise, training, socialization, care, and affection, and therefore you are satisfied. And again, you're going to learn all those in my online courses. If you want to dig in a little bit deeper and learn a little bit more, join one of my online courses. But focus on providing those 5 essential needs. The harmonica guy is saying, my name is Akshay. Akshay, nice to meet you, Akshay. Thank you for being here. Me and my beagle Coco. I'm guessing you have a beagle named Coco. Can you give me some tips, as I am a first-time owner? I have a beagle and it's 2.5 months old. Definitely, there are a few things that you can do. You can go to my YouTube channel. Let me show you what you can do. You can go to my YouTube channel, and here we are on my YouTube channel. Go to playlist, okay, and select this Beagle Puppy Training, how to train a Beagle puppy. Watch all of these videos. There are many videos in here, and just go ahead and watch those videos, right? So go to my YouTube channel, playlist, Beagle puppy training, how to train a beagle puppy. That's your number one option. Go there, start from there. Your other option is to go to my website, sarodogtraining.com/courses and Beagle Puppy Training 101. This will be your best investment that you have made with your Beagle. Third option that you have is to contact me, to do some virtual training and coaching. I do virtual training or coaching. This is an opportunity for me to let you guys know that I do virtual training and coaching sessions as well. What that means is wherever in the world you are, you can get information from me, directly from me, one-on-one for an hour session. You can rent me and ask me questions, and I will teach you and guide you and show you and send you files and videos, a lot of information that you're dealing with whatever problem or issues that you're having with your puppy or your dog. So there are your free and paid options. The reason I went there, I went there with your question, is because um, you know you have a 2.5 months old puppy, and you want some tips. You can get it from my videos. There's so many things that you have to consider. If you are a first-time dog owner and you have a beagle, you're going to have a little bit of challenges. So I definitely suggest you to register to my online course because you need a lot of support and help. All right. Let me just give you an idea that I am going to give away my book, a digital copy of my book, to one lucky viewer at the moment, and I'm gonna select one. Just give me a moment. I think I'm gonna go with Neil Mehta. Neil Mehta, you are selected to receive a free copy of my book. I'm not sure, or I don't remember if you have received this copy of the book yet or not. I'm not sure if I have rewarded you or not. Neil, can you tell me if I have yes or no? And then I will select different person. If I have not, I will send you. What you can do is, Neil Mahta, send me an email to. I will put the link to my email address, info@sarodogtraining.com. I'm gonna leave the link to my email address in the chat area. Email me and I will send you a digital copy of the book. And we have a harmonica guy. We have 100. I can't remember. I don't know what that is, but we have I think super chat. Then the question is, I will definitely answer this question now. I take him to bathroom for potty and give him treats. So how long should I do this so he understands that it's my potty place, because he still does it outside? Okay, so let me give you a good answer, okay? Because you supported the channel and I want to support you. And as just like harmonica guy, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to do that and also get a detailed answer to your question. Thank you for harmonica guy. I know you told me your name. I already forgot it, but I appreciate that. So, what I want you to do is take your puppy every 2 hours, no matter whether your puppy has to go or not, you take it outside, wherever you want it to go, wherever, pick a spot outside and say, here's where I want you to go. And you go and take it there and stand there and hang around that area for about 5 minutes or so. And let your puppy figure out that that's what you want it to do. It's going to do its business. If it does its business, instead of giving treats, you can give treats. I don't go crazy for that. But instead of treats, just what I want you to do is praise it. Verbally and physically, I want you to praise it and pet it and say, good boy, good girl, whatever it is, right? Just praise it. The reason I don't want you to give treats is because what happens when you give treats, uh, your puppy is going to start taking you there for no reason and expecting treats from you, because it's going to expect treats. It's going to say, if I whine or things like that, and I take my human over there and I stand there, hang around there, uh, this human is going to give me treats. They don't really understand the connection between, if I do pee, it's giving me treats. They think that when you take it there, it gets treats. So therefore, I don't suggest to give treats. What I really suggest to do is praise your puppy. Here's your puppy, right? Say, good girl, good boy, yes. Oh, good girl, yes, 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 yes. Do that. This interaction is more valuable than giving treats. When you do that, when you praise your puppy like crazy like that, they say, they connect, okay, if I pee, that's what I'm going to get, which is, in a way, it's less valuable than food, right? Therefore, it doesn't confuse them, but it makes them to understand that if I pee and poo in here, my human is going to give me that emotions, those feelings, that reward, which is praise and praise, right? Whereas if you give treats, they're going to get confused and it's going to bring out different behaviors. So, what I want you to do is um, take it outside, take it to the place that it needs to do its business. You want it to do the business. Um, and every 2 hours, take it out. Whether it does it or not, you take it out, you stand there for 5 minutes. If it does it, you praise it. If it doesn't, bring it back home, put it in a crate, or keep it on leash, hanging out with you. And 5 minutes later, try it again. The other thing that I want you to do is figure out, when does your puppy pee or poo. So for the next 2 or 3 days, take a note of, mark it down on a piece of paper or something, and at 2 o'clock he did he or your puppy peed. At 4 it pooed. At 6 it peed. So you have an idea. Okay, so at 2 o'clock it peed, at 6 o'clock it peed. So it looks like every 4 hours. So for the next 3 days, if you keep track of that, then you have an idea. Okay, your puppy has to go out to do pee every 4 hours, has to go poo every 7 hours. You have an idea, right? So if you get those signals and mark it down and have an idea of when to take it, you're also preventing it from happening, accidents to happen at home. So those are two information that I would definitely focus on. Okay. And harmonica guy, thank you. I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, let me know. Even after the show, go in the comments area and ask the question if there's a follow-up question or anything like that. Um, I think. All right. I believe somebody Neil is asking to share the link for virtual training. So I'm gonna share the link in the chat area. Give me a moment. It's called Virtual Dog Training and Coaching, and the link is in the chat area. Anybody who is interested, feel free to book a session with me one on one. I will be honored to help you guys. I think I'm going to answer one more question.
I don't think so. It says Dr. Judy Morgan. I don't think that link is correct.
Oh, sorry. I think
Wrong, delete that.
I think I shared. I can delete it. Let me see if I can delete it here. Okay, I'm going to delete it here. Okay, so I think I shared the wrong link. Let me get it.
Yeah, you delete it.
Oh, how come it's giving me this link? Okay, got it. All right. Sorry about that. This is the correct link. For some reason, that link was different link.
So that we can end it.
All right. Okay, so I think that's about it. Um, I can't. I'm out of time at the moment. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask your questions in the comments area of any of my videos. Um,
You answered all the questions.
yes. And if you are new here, again, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon as well. Let me just get this going. And like and share this video or my videos on my channel with all dog lovers around the world. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your time that you're spending with me every week. And Mahta, Neil Mahta, make sure to email me. I will be sending you the a digital format copy of my book. And thank you very much for being here. And I hope you enjoyed the live session. I had a fun time. I had a good time. And until next time, have fun with your dog, okay? Don't forget that. Have fun with your dog.